Hi, this is Robert Tube. Today on Hunter Colour Wild, we're here to talk about the companion update, which is now live. Your new four-legged friend has just arrived in the Hunter Colour Wild. Alongside the Labrador Retriever, we've released the free companion update, which includes a few improvements to the dog-related systems in the game and multiple bug fixes. So while I'm hunting at Rebentuli Coast, we're going to shoot whatever comes in. I've got my dog Bacon, who's max level. For all those wondering what traits to use, I covered this in a video yesterday. Check it out. Best traits for Labrador Retriever. That will help you out, make your dog as good as it can be. So while we're doing a bit of hunting, let's go over this companion update. New features. Not sure if you've invested in the right skills for your companion. Players can now use in-game currency to reset and reassign their dog's unlocked traits. As it turns out, the old dog can learn new tricks after all. If a dog's name suddenly lost its charm, players are now able to rename their hunting companion. Developers' notes on this: changing the name will cost 1,000 in-game cash, so not much at all. We've added an option to retire a dog from the kennel. All good dogs deserve a good rest. Developers' notes on this: keep in mind that you're not going to get your money back spent on a retired dog. Right, on to adjustments and improvements. We've updated the kennel screen with an improved look and feel. A new dog commands section has been added to the key bindings menu. Developers' notes on this: players can now map dog commands to keyboard and controller buttons easily. Players are now able to reset a single keybind instead of switching all keybinds to the default ones. The codex now includes more information about fleeing noises. It's gone to bug fixes and gameplay. Leaving the tripod by fast travelling will no longer make the exit button stay on screen. That's a brilliant fix. The collared peccary now shows the correct fur variation in the trophy lodges. We've addressed an issue with respawning messages staying on the screen in certain situations. We fixed multiple issues with the harvest screen where bones of the red fox, red deer, magpie goose and feral pig were not shown correctly. Players will no longer get stuck on the black screen between cutscene and gameplay transitions on Yukon Valley. We've addressed a bug where the crosshair was placed too high while using binoculars. Developers' notes on this: players should now be able to spot an animal without any distractions. The pumping iron perk for bows is enabled again and should be working as initially intended. The Grelic drilling rifle will no longer be missing from the player's hand if they have only unlocked the first level of the muscle memory perk. The iron sight on the M1 Iwanak should now be aligned properly in the ring. Switching to another trophy pose while already being present in one will no longer get players stuck in the floor. We've addressed an issue when the game was crashing on the original PlayStation 4 under specific circumstances on Rancho del Arroyo. The Grelic drilling rifle should now play its reload animation correctly if the player has only 1 point in the muscle memory perk. Switching to lures while manual chambering is on will no longer jam a gun. Multiplayer. We've addressed an issue causing search status to keep infinitely loading in the multiplayer menu if the game was launched without an internet connection. We fixed an issue where if 2 or more players shoot the same crocodile, the listed body parts were different from their respective X-ray images on the harvest screen. Clicking on someone's name in the multiplayer screen and then clicking somewhere else will now close to the drop-down menu. Dogs should now correctly spawn for players in a multiplayer session. Players with the Windows Store version of the game should no longer experience issues when receiving game invites from their Apex Connect friends. Missions. We've fixed an issue with a mission in Emerald Coast where the image of a practice target was not visible in the low graphics settings. We've grounded the traps in Tijuana so they no longer float in the air after being set up by a player. UI. Using the controller to collapse sections in the storage menu will no longer make the storage items disappear. Reload speed for the Colt 45 guns should now show accurate numbers. Changing the position of the Grelic drilling rifle in the weapon wheel in inventory should not detach the bullets or sights from it anymore. We've addressed an issue that was causing the colour names for certain animals in the multi-trophy creator display to be cut off in French, German, Spanish, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, Polish, Japanese and Czech languages. The loadout menu should now display text in the correct language after changing the game's language. Items will no longer get stuck to the mouse if they are dragged too fast in the cache menu. Pressing the back button on the keyboard will now correctly close the pause menu. Graphics. We fixed a minor graphical bug related to Mississippi logo on the world map screen. The eyes of the cicada will no longer look black under certain lighting conditions in trophy lodges. We've smoothed out the look of the mallard models in the harbour screen. The ticker torch flames on Emerald Coast are now under control and will no longer flicker too much from the wind. The hunting structure on Emerald Coast will no longer clip through the ground. A bridge on Emerald Coast got properly attached to the ground and will no longer hover. We've addressed a minor graphical issue caused by petting a dog in the trophy lodges. Small backpacks will no longer have a pointy texture sticking out of them. We've updated the image of the bullet for the 243R Kumu to properly show a rifle bullet instead of a pistol bullet. Art, we fixed an issue with an icon on the hunting structure on Emerald Coast being placed a few meters away from its actual location. We've addressed a few bugs with missing collisions for household items like washing machines, dryers and toilets. Now on to animation. We fixed some third person animation issues with the Zargon Varminter 22-250 rifle. The reload animation for the Nordin 205A will no longer play when the gun is fully loaded. We've improved the third person animations for the Rangemaster 338, 7mm Empress Magnum and the 7mm Regent Magnum weapons. So I can finally have a breath. There's a lot. See, look, it's not just about a Labrador Retriever. There's a lot of bug fixes in there, tweaks, multiplayer fixes. So a lot of fixes, and people often overlook that, but there's been a lot of work going off, and it is a big update. So that is the companion update. It's live on all platforms. Let me know what you think about the Labrador Retrievers. Are you having fun with them? What furs you gone for? I went for yellow with bacon. Called him Bacon. Let me know what your name is for your Labrador Retriever. How you enjoying them? Like I said, I made a traits video yesterday showing the best traits for the furthest retrieval you can do with them. And it's made a big difference to my Labrador Retriever. Before, it could only retrieve up to about 100 meters. With those traits I showed yesterday in that video, he will retrieve up to 130 meters. So you get an extra 30 meters. And with wildfowl hunting, like we're doing on Remontouli Coast, which is one of the meccas of wildfowl gaming, that's going to be a massive advantage. As you can see, I've been shooting from my blind while Bacon watches mallards, green-winged teals, and we're having a lot of fun just shooting whatever comes. And like I say, you just send him straight out. You don't have to send him once, and once he starts retrieving, he will just go and collect the birds one after another. And I've been seeing some great images in the community, especially on Discord, the official theHunter Discord. He makes me chuckle. He's such a laugh. I've been seeing some great pictures of people with stacking up birds and their dogs going out, fetching them back for him. It is a great addition, and a lot of people are really enjoying it, which is good to see. A lot of people want to enjoy the updates, and this is a big one. Like I say, there's a lot of bug fixes. We've got one of the most wanted dogs we've wanted for a long time. It's a lot of fun, as you can see. He's always messing about doing things, and it's always making me laugh, which is part of the enjoyment of the gameplay. But he's very useful as well. He does his job well, and like I say, now I've got him leveled up to max level in both retrieving and companion. He does what he's told most of the time. Not always, but it's a lot of fun to play with. Also, later this week, keep an eye on my videos. I was saying this earlier, I'm going to be giving away a Labrador Retriever DLC on PC on Steam. So keep a look out, because it's going to be in one of my videos that I make this week. I'm going to ask you a question, and then one person's going to win that. So keep your eyes out. But yep, I need to call him Sausage. That's my other dog. So I've got Sausage, the Bloodhound. I've got Bacon, the Labrador Retriever. Now I might get another dog. So if you've got any good ideas of which fur variation to go for and what to call him or her, let me know in the comments. But yeah, just let me know how you're going on with your Labrador Retrievers. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's a really good update, this companion update. and it's very popular amongst the community. So I'm Ron McTube. We've been taking a look at the companion update. It's live on all platforms, looking at the Labrador Retriever as well. We're at Revon to the Coast. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.